gonna go ahead and run the Jetcraft. Here's the controls here. Shifter, let's go ahead and put it into gear. There she goes, right into gear. Nice and smooth. One thing is this steering wheel, it's not a non-feedback, it's a direct steer. So you do get some feedback on there. Like, you know, the engine leaning side to side. I bet you if I went over to that side, the wheel would start to turn that way because the motor and the boat's leaning. So it's listing slightly to the right as well. I'm in the driver's seat, so that's pretty much normal. Everything's good that way. It's in gear. We've got RPMs, volts. It looks like it's charging. And then we have our fuel there, our depth here, and our speed, which doesn't show us going anywhere. It might not be GPS, that's probably why. I bet that's not GPS because we're moving some. Okay, we got our bilge. You can hear the bilge go, but no water in there. And there's our horn. Okay. So let's go ahead and try it out. Trimmed all the way down. RPM's climbing. Ride. Go ahead and put it into a turn here. I'm going to turn to the left. Not full speed, only about 3,500 RPMs, doing about 20 knots. Good turn. Definitely banks in good. There's a nice bank going through our wake here. We're going to get a little bit heavier. This does have a pretty shallow entry, so it might get a little bit of a bump, but not terrible at all. I could work with that all day. So there's operations. Okay, go ahead and put it into neutral, take it off plane. RPM's dropping down. Okay, there's neutral. And then we're still going forward, so I'm gonna wait for a sec. All right. Then there we go. Reverse is fine. There we go. Okay. Reverse, back to neutral. Okay. And then settle. Go ahead and put it into gear. Adding throttle. Okay, we'll do our full throttle here. So I do have to hold that wheel pretty good with this. It's not terrible, but some boats have the non-feedback steering. This one does not. 5,000 RPMs, 6,000, right about 55. Right about 5,500 RPMs going into a bank. Nice. Kind of sporty. Okay, today we have a 2003 Jetcraft or HarborCraft. I think you're going to have a HarborCraft on this one. HarborCraft 18-foot aluminum welded hull, heavy gauge on a laser galvanized steel trim. New tires and wheels on the trailer. Let's go ahead and look at the front here. We've got a 2-inch ball coupler on here. And then we have a swing away jack on the front. We have a good sized winch on the front and a big bow roller stanchion. And then we also have, I always like how they put the anchor guide on these. This is kind of classy. Yeah, anchor guide right in the front there. This one has been aftermarket equipped with a hook on the front, and it has hooks on the back too. So we'll be able to see what those in a second and what those are for. A big bow area here. So if you look up here in the front, there's a lot of room. A lot of space up here for storage, as well as putting your crab pots or whatnot up here. So a lot there. We've got the 3 windows, opening window there. Big size cleats on here. Moving back, I'm going to show you some damages on the side here. You've got scratches. This paint's aftermarket. This was painted after. There's some marks here. You'll see these in the camera. You can probably see them right here. But that right there was, there was 4 holes along the side here that were drilled in for mounting something on here. I don't know what they were, but they were holes there. So we filled them with, we welded them shut, and then we just put a little filler and then some paint over the top of them. So they're clean. They burned the carpet inside a little bit. I'll show you that here as we get inside. Nice chine guides with UHMW glides on the inside. Aluminum wheels with brand new tires and brand new hubs on here, as well as brand new stainless steel bearing buddies, making it easy to keep the maintenance on there. Let's keep going. Here is that hook on the back. These are so that the boat can be hoisted, because if you ever want to go fishing out of Port Orford on the Oregon coast, well, you got to have hooks in order to be able to be lowered down into the water. So this one's equipped with the set up hooks to be put down at Port Orford. That's kind of fun to do, because best fishing there, because it's so hard to get out of there. Not a lot of boats go out. Okay, we've got a 75 horse Yamaha on here. This is a 2005, so this is actually newer than the rest of the boat, because it was a 2003. This is a 2005 motor. Runs great, as you'll see in the video. New bunks on the trailer, so the trailer has new wood and bunks on here. On the side, on the back of the trailer, there's some more places that were filled up and touched up over here on the paint. And this is aftermarket paint, so this was painted here. We did not do that. Previous owner did. This is painted all on here, so they paint all the way down, but they didn't paint the bottom, so that's still all aluminum. Okay, same thing on this side. So you have the same exact marks on this side for something that was mounted down the side here. So those are all there too. A couple of fish on rod holder mounts here. The plastics are nice and clear on this. So the top seems to be actually in really good condition. Let's jump inside here. I'll show you around up here. Inside the boat, we have decent deck space in here. It's nice and open. We have the well right here, so you put a cooler in there. You can mount some rod holders, downriggers right there. We have additional mounts here. There are some unfilled holes right there where something was rigged on there at one time but taken off. Originally, there's a piece of material that looked like this that went across here and snapped on here, but that piece is not included with the boat. We don't have that for it. You can see here's where we welded the holes, so the carpet had to be pulled up a little bit to where we welded them because it melted a little bit. So you got a few of those, but those are just, it's just aesthetics on that. It comes with a really simple crab davit here, a little stainless steel or aluminum crab davit that goes in this mark here, so that comes with it as well. Going inside the boat, lots of space in here. One thing they always did nice on these Jetcrafts is they have really nice upholstered chairs. These are really nice captain's chairs on here. Lots of space in here. A lot of space in here, actually. That's the other thing too, is we have the curtain down, but this is a really big deck space in here if you're going to have this backdrop out. So big deck space that way really adds a lot of room, not having the stuff here. You could put a couple cooler seats here if you needed to, but otherwise you got plenty of room now because of this open area here. A little bit of storage up in the front here. Up in the bow, there's some storage. That piece of canvas back there goes across there so you can't see in it. And then we've got the window right here, go out to the front. We got to unsnap it first by unzipping these. Regular Yamaha controller with the tilt trim here, like that. And then we've got our fuel gauge, voltmeter, RPMs, and then we got a couple accessory switches bilge switch, and then your anchor navigation lights, as well as the hummingbird here. So that there is the setup. We've got a couple of cup holders up in the front there, and fire extinguisher. Pretty straightforward, heavy duty boat. I think it'd be something that can last a long time, and we should have a really good price on it too. So it's ready to go fishing though. If you're ready to go, boat's ready to go. Just go fishing.